1 and 2 though, are they non-negotiable for you?
What
Because
is that?
I've had clients that want to come in and want to skip that whole section, the number 1 and number 2, but you end up still having to do it to do the logo design or do the website design. But so is it a required to do the number 1 and number 2 for you?
At this point, I think it is. And I've run jobs both ways since being introduced to the idea of doing discovery and strategy, where clients didn't want to pay for it. I didn't want to sell them it. I had to do it on my own anyways, and the process became a lot more complicated.
It does.
It does. And you guys know that. Like, we can build you any kind of house. I just need to know what kind of house and who's going to live in it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would show them results, and I say, and usually when you should have documentation of what you've done before, that's how I onboard clients. They're like, okay, I want to see what that looks like. And I send them something and we talk it through. And then they probably are sitting there thinking, this is amazing. And then they hire us.
So it's Gabrielle. So for smaller clients who may not understand what Generate 3 states means, do you show them examples in your bidding in the budget so that they understand what they're going to get?
I don't show it in the bid. I send over a deck, and you've seen some form of this deck many times during our calls, right? And the deck is our sales tool, and it's fairly generic, meaning I alter it a little bit, but I'm not spending hours working on it, okay? And then I send it over to the client, and I usually say something like this: if you think after looking at this is a good fit, let's get on the phone and I'll walk you through this deck. So I know if they don't want to call me back, it's fine. I don't want to waste my time. I have not had that happen yet, so they always call back and I'll walk them through the deck. And they're like, this is great. Tell us a little bit more. How does this work? What does it look like? What does it cost? I say, okay, I'll send you another document. And then I send them this. But during that entire dialogue, we're already talking about money. So I already have an idea of what kind of money they have. So if I get the feeling that they don't have enough money, then I'll just say, this is what it's going to cost. Is this what you're comfortable with? Do you have this kind of money to spend? If they say no, then I said, well, we're not the right company for you. There are people in my network I can refer you to. So I'm constantly doing the retreat and follow technique from Blair Ends. I'm retreating all the time to see if they're interested. And this is a change because I've instructed my producers who almost by habit, in a Pavlovian response, is like, we'll send you the deck and let's schedule a call afterwards. And then I'll have to give them the stink eye and say, no, we will not schedule a call afterwards. And I'll have to step in there like, you guys, let's be honest here. We don't need to schedule a call afterwards unless you think there's interest and value in what it is that we do. So look it over. So a lot of time, I think in sales, you think engagement is just pestering the client. And I don't think it is that way at all. I don't want to sit there and make them feel obligated to get on the phone with me, because that's an hour of my time and their time that we don't need to do if A, they can't afford it, and B, if they have no interest.
I hope you enjoyed this segment from the archives of the Futur Pro Group. In case you didn't know, the Pro Group is a community of diverse creatives including designers, artists, developers, brand strategists, and architects from all over the world. Some of the benefits of being a member include bi-monthly coaching calls with Chris, office hours, which are monthly calls with subject matter experts to help you with things like writing, business development, mindset, and strategy. Real and virtual meetups, breakout rooms, speed dating, and open tables. Exclusive access to over 170 pro calls, mentorship, friendship, accountability, and a sense of belonging. Check the description below to find out more. But don't take my word for it. Here's a pro member to share their experience.
Being a part of the group also helped me to transition out of my first production company into something that is way more fulfilling for me. And since we started this business, our very first job, we got at $25,000, which is actually 5 times more than what we usually would charge for work. But it's being a part of this group and constantly being accountable to the growth and to the worth that I know is in myself. Like, that's what's helped me to definitely improve and to go forward in my business.
So if you're interested, check out thefutur.com/pro-group. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.